Welcome to this week's Dancing with the Stars chat.
For episode 3.
Oh my god, it's a big week. It's most memorable year, aka the crying game. Seriously?
I hope you had a full box of tissues to watch this.
I did have to pull a tissue.
I did too. Which one made you cry?
A couple, but Doug's was like, oh my god.
I know, it was too much. I was just like, oh man, I can't handle this.
But we'll get there.
Alright.
Let's just talk about the dances. It's always a very emotional week.
It is.
I'm not even kidding right now.
First up, Ginger and Val, and her year was 2013, the year she got engaged or...
basically lived outside of Lincoln Center.
Yeah.
I don't blame her. I'd love
Everything happened in front of this fountain, except having my baby.
All of my life events take place around Lincoln Center.
Me too. Me too. She had a great song to dance her contemporary to as well.
I love that her and her husband have the sheet
Philip
music.
Phillips. I know, we should do that,
frames.
right? But a copy.
It's a copycat
All right.
move. Yeah, so they were dancing a contemporary.
Yeah. She had a great story. She portrayed a great story. But it was a little herky-jerky.
Yeah, I feel like she didn't connect all the movements the way that I would have liked.
More fluidity.
Yeah, but I think she did a pretty good job.
She did great.
And she told the story.
Yeah, 21 for
I
them.
thought that was pretty fair.
I think so. Doug and Karina. Oh my god, 2015 was his year.
It was sad.
His dad passed away, and then less than an hour later, his mom passed away.
That's awful.
He feels like she died of a broken heart.
That
is
real.
a real family tragedy.
That's for real. It was very sad.
They had a beautiful waltz to Rainbow Connection.
Yes, and the song was performed live by Andhra Day.
Yeah, she was fantastic, by the way. Both of the songs
amazing.
that she sang that night.
Yeah. So this dance, I thought it was probably one of his better ones.
I think it was his personal best.
Yeah.
He's improving, but he's still a bear in the swamp.
Yeah.
But he's getting there.
I thought he really put his emotions into this, though, and I thought it was beautiful.
Yeah. I just want to say, I thought, for Autism Awareness Month, he would have done something with his son. I noticed Tony had his puzzle piece on for his son. So.
Well, he talked about his son last week, and he wanted to honor his parents.
That's true. Yeah, and I mean, this story really was worthy of it, but I just thought because it was like Autism Month. But 20 for him. I mean, that's pretty good for him.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Next up, we've got Kim and Sasha. Her year was 1976.
She booked her Mrs. Butterworth's commercial.
Oh my god, how cute was Little Kim? And I don't mean Lil Kim, I mean Little Kim.
Hey, Mrs. Butterworth, you're delicious.
Oh. And then, of course, Facts of Life.
Facts of Life right after that.
Yeah, Tootie.
They had a foxtrot to the Facts of Life.
Of course. And you know who was in the audience?
Mrs. Garrett, who is 4'7".
That is insane! She's like 89.
Yeah.
Good for her.
All right.
You get it, Mrs. Garrett.
You know what? She had the roller skates on before, they did the dance. Mm-hmm. They did a cute dance. It was a safe choice. It was like...
I thought they had a lot of nice foxtrot content in there.
It was lovely.
I thought it was a delight to watch.
It was. I mean, it was.
Okay.
22. All right. Vaughn and Whitney, 2016 was his best year.
Yeah, they won the Super Bowl. He was the MVP. Come on. It's a big deal.
He had a freaking great story where the mom was like pretending, he was somewhere else on Saturday, and then when he made the championship game, whatever, they told the dad, and the dad was like,
I'm sure he loves it now.
Yeah.
I love the picture though of Vaughn with his brother when they were in their football uniforms, and it was like a prom photo.
They were holding the football.
Yeah, it was great.
It was really great.
So they were dancing a contemporary.
It's a Phil Collins song that he listens to before every game. I could feel it coming in the dead of night. Oh Lord.
I don't think that's the words.
That's my words.
Okay. So anyway,
They did a contemporary.
There were some really, really good moments, like some really cool lifts that he nailed.
Lifts, yeah. Well, I mean, he's like, it's like a Sasquatch.
Nah, I don't know about that, but yeah, I thought it had some really great moments, but
He's still a little clunky.
it's tough for him to be super graceful. He's freaking gigantic.
He's a Sasquatch. I mean, he's as big as a Sasquatch.
Okay.
My
So
God.
they got a 20. I thought that was a little bit low.
I thought so.
Len
too.
was really pulling out that 6 paddle tonight. It was a bit much, Len.
I think
a
Len
bit much.
needs a little paddle. All right, Marla and Tony. 1993 was her year.
That was the year her daughter was born. Doesn't that sound like Marla? I love it, but it sounds like her.
My daughter was born on camera. All right. Yeah, they didn't go into the whole how that really happened and everything, but
You know what? It's her business, okay? So they did a jive to Happy, and I thought this was a perfect song choice for her because she just seems so, like,
Happy?
joyful all the time. And,
yeah,
like,
she does actually.
good for her.
She's a little stiff though.
Yeah, I thought a little stiff for the jive, and also she wasn't very grounded in this dance, and, you know, it was too, like, up for me for a
was-
Latin dance.
She was having a great time though.
She was.
So 20,
And that's always fun to see.
21 for her. Wow, her daughter really looks like a Trump.
Yeah!
Right?
She's got
You
that
can see
Trump
it,
mouth.
right? Yeah. All right. Antonio and Sharna were up next in 2007.
Another child shout out.
Yep.
That was the year his son was born,
His first child.
Antonio Jr.,
Yes. All right.
who was so freaking cute with his little
Was
braces.
he not as cute as a button? He has that same sparkle in his eye, just like his dad. He's got those money eyes. All right, Foxtrot. To the song Once I Was 7 Years Old.
Good job.
Right?
Yeah, and his son was actually in the dance at the end,
Yeah.
which was really cute.
That was fun for him. And like Antonio was saying, this is something that he's going to look back on in the future, you know,
Yeah.
when he's older and be like, wow, I did that. That was really cool. My dad's really cool.
That was cool. Yeah, dance-wise, I thought this was really good for him.
Antonio was having a fabulous time during this. He was really enjoying himself and he was really getting into it and he was so proud of his son.
Yeah.
And he was sweating up a storm. Boy, he really needed that towel.
He always has the towel, but the best part was when he wiped his forehead and then he wiped the towel on his daughter's shoulder.
I think he did that because he dripped on her and he was like, oh shoot, I better wipe that off. I don't think he was wiping his sweat
I
on
know,
her.
it's just the way that it was so funny to me. I loved it.
Yeah.
So he got a 20 for his dance this
I thought
week.
that was a little bit
Again,
low.
I thought a little low,
Yeah.
Len. The 6? Come on.
Yeah. All right. Paige and Mark.
Marky Mark is back. Oh.
His back is feeling better, but he's not 100% yet.
Well, I'm glad he's back.
Me too. So her year was 2014 when she had her first UFC fight.
She is a freaking badass.
I cannot believe she is only, 22?
Yeah. When I saw the video of her fighting, I was just like, ah!
Please don't hurt me. All right. She loves it though. She's really good at it too. So
I want to know what the hell's wrong with those people from her high school. Why are they throwing garbage at her? What could she have possibly done?
no one deserves that.
That's so messed up.
All right. So she had a paso doble, and it really had its moments.
Yeah, I thought the intensity was definitely there. She's an amazing dancer.
Yeah.
But I feel like it was missing a little bit of the paso doble.
Spanish line. She didn't
Yeah.
present to a PP.
That's really important. The hip
You have
action
to.
is really weird in paso doble.
Len liked it better as a contemporary.
I would have to agree with him. I think it would have scored better. You know what I mean?
It just didn't have
It didn't
that.
fit that paso
Even
doble
though
mold.
Mark went to the camera, that camera angle
When he
was
went
perfect
up
with-
to the friggin' cage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was great.
That was cool.
All right, great camera blocking.
So, they got a 23.
Yes. All right, Jody and Keo. 2015 was her year.
Mm-hmm.
That was when her career was revived with Fuller House.
Yeah.
She went through a dark period.
This was another emotional one when she was talking about her mom and her light.
Shining.
Oh,
Yeah, I
my
know.
God. I'm glad that her light is back.
Me too. She seems like a really, really cool person.
Yeah.
So she did a great job.
They did
I thought-
Foxtrot.
Yeah.
This was another one with Andhra.
Right.
And it was great. Or sorry, Andhra?
Andra.
I don't know. Andra Day.
Andra Day.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said Andhra.
By the way, she is so uniquely popular. I love it.
Beautiful voice. But anyway, Jodie, I thought she was fantastic in this foxtrot.
She really told the story.
They looked beautiful in hold. Mm-hmm. She was making some really nice lines there.
Yes.
I thought she was great.
23.
I thought she could have been a little higher. I thought, it should have been 8s. Straight 8s.
Straight 8s, yeah.
Len! He didn't like all the dramatic stuff towards the end.
No.
I thought it worked. They had a lot, they had a good mix of things in there.
Yeah. Misha and Artem.
All right, first let's talk about her reaction from last week.
She really pissed me off. She really proved to me that she is not that nice of a person.
She was like blaming Artem for them not doing well.
You were supposed to make this a fun experience for me. Really?
It just okay. So anyway,
and I realize a lot of that could just be editing.
It could be editing, but
I don't think I would ever say anything like that.
All right. Well, her year was 2008. That was when she left the OC. Probably a good choice on her part.
Yeah.
She was
in a bad way. She was feeling some type of way back then.
Why she had to get out of there.
Okay.
How great was it seeing Peter Gallagher in the in the commentary? We just watched Center Stage this weekend. I freaking love that.
Yeah. All right. So they were supposed to be doing a samba to Party in the USA.
You know what? I gotta give her credit for going out there again after the bad critiques and just, doing her thing. You could tell she was having a good time this week. So good for her.
She was having a good time, but she was still a stompy little toddler.
I mean, yeah, there wasn't that much samba in there, and it wasn't executed great, but she did have fun with it.
She had fun.
So.
That's the important part. So they gave her an 18.
May have been a little kind.
I still feel bad for Artem.
I feel bad for both of them. It just doesn't seem like a good
situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Wanye and Whitney.
No.
These two. Lindsay. So I always get those two mixed up.
I know. They're best friends.
Yeah. They couldn't be any different from Misha and Artem. Oh my God. They were just so happy to be there.
Yeah, so Wanye's year was 1996. That's when Boyz II Men performed at the closing ceremonies of the Olympics.
It's a real Cinderella story for him, singing in bathrooms and subway stations.
Yeah.
And now he's singing at the freaking Olympics.
In front of the whole world.
Yeah.
And they nailed it.
They did. They did an a cappella national anthem.
Mm-hmm. So they recreated that performance and did a new recording.
The recording was fabulous.
Oh, it was beautiful.
And the waltz was fabulous. Mm-hmm. But tuck your butt in, Wanye.
Yeah, we've seen that Wanye is really good at the Latin dances, and I wasn't sure how that was going to translate into Smooth and Standard, but
I thought he was really great.
I do too, and I just love the way he performs. You can see the joy when he performs, and I just love that.
And that is a big part of it. So they got a 24. I was a little surprised there wasn't a 9 in there.
I don't know. I think that was fair. He did have some technical issues there, and it's still early enough in the competition that they're not going to be handing out the 9s.
Yeah. All right. Well, closing the performance part of the show was Niall and Peta, and his year was 2012 when he traveled the world without a translator.
Whoa.
That's bold. It must have been very difficult for him.
That's a huge feat, just traveling on your own in general.
Yeah.
But to do that, without an interpreter,
right?
That's amazing.
His family, I have to say, is amazing. I mean, he comes from an all-deaf family. His
4
mom,
generations.
Yeah. His mom, what a great attitude. What a great way to raise your son, to be unafraid.
Yeah.
I mean, that's amazing. They had a tango, and I thought that this was so amazing.
I loved it.
Freaking Carrie Ann last week and her, your musicality, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. I think,
Did you see her backpedaling there?
No, but I do think that comment got taken a little bit out of context. I'm going to stand up for Carrie Ann on this one.
Oh, boy.
I know. No, I don't think that's what she meant to say. I think she meant that the it didn't match
choreography?
the music as
Okay.
well as she had hoped. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know about that.
But anyway, this week it was perfect.
It was a wow.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm surprised that they didn't pull out more 9s. Bruno was the only 9 for them.
Yeah.
Still was the highest score of the night.
Well, just like Wanye, I thought he had some technical issues that, you know,
Right.
he could improve on, but just the performance factor.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yep.
So they got a 25.
All right. So who's in Jeps?
Well, we have 3 couples in Jeopardy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is necessarily the bottom 3. Here's
would be
why.
very surprised if it was.
Okay, so the first 2 I wasn't that surprised with. Doug and Karina and Misha and Artem. Fine.
Right.
But then
But
Jody and Kia were in the bottom? What?
Really? Really?
What? Yeah, so I don't know if that was for real or not.
All right. Well, Misha and Artem are eliminated.
Yeah.
You know what? She's probably happy.
At least she went out on a high note.
Very true. She had a great time. She'll have a good memory of it.
All right.
So,
Well, next week is really exciting because it's freaking Disney Week.
I cannot wait for Disney Week.
I'm so excited. And the guest judge is Zendaya. I never say that right.
I'm so excited for that. Guys, let us know what you thought in the comments. Who do you want to see do what for Disney Week?
Yeah, let us know.
And until next time,
Much love.
Edit.
Hey!